Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today I'm going to be comparing both the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Now this comparison is going to be strictly based off of my own experience. Now of course, the S23 Ultra has been out way longer than the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So, I've had a lot more time with it. I got to experience all of the updates that have come with this device so far. And the Google Pixel 8 Pro really hasn't been out that long, but I do have some thoughts when it comes to both of these devices right here. And I said this from day one with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, that this was going to be a device, the device to beat this year of 2023, at least when it comes to Android devices. Well, Google is here to try and do that with their Google Pixel 8 Pro, and I gotta say, honestly, from day one, like I said, it hasn't been that long that this phone has been out, but I've actually really been enjoying my experience with the Google Pixel 8 Pro. It has been a great device so far. Not a perfect device, but the experience has been great. And this is definitely the best device that Google has released so far. But let's go ahead and compare both of these just based off of my experience. So starting off with just overall looks, overall design, the feel in the hand, both beautiful premium looking devices. When it comes to the Galaxy S23 Ultra, we got a nice matte frosted finish in the back. Of course, we have those boxy corners. So, this does have that candy bar look to it, which a lot of people do like, and some people don't like, because some people don't like those pointy corners in their palm. It might not be comfortable for a lot of people, but for me personally, I don't mind, and I know a lot of Note users from the past don't mind either, because when you look at a Galaxy S23 Ultra, you're really looking at a Galaxy Note device from the past, because this is the design that they have always had. So I personally think that the S23 Ultra has a beautiful premium look to it. Like I said, loving the frosted back, loving the just full boxy look of it, because it also makes that display look bigger as well, almost like you got a little mini TV in your hand, but very premium looking device. Now, when it comes to the Google Pixel 8 Pro, first of all, let me just say I am loving this new blue color that they have right here. I mean, I absolutely love it, especially with blue being my favorite color. I mean, you can't go wrong with this blue on the Pixel 8 Pro right here. But beautiful looking device, and the same thing with the Pixel 8 Pro, it's got its own distinct look. When you look at this, it's a Google Pixel device, especially when it comes to that camera module in the back. You got that visor going from one end to the other, and it just lets you know that, hey, this is a Pixel device. But this phone is actually so comfortable to hold in the hand. It's nice and lightweight. It is a little bit lighter than the Galaxy S23 Ultra. But as far as being comfortable in the hand, it just fits really nice in the hand, especially because of those rounded corners. We do have a flat display as well. Compared to the S23 Ultra, of course, we have more of a curve on the S23 Ultra, which I do like as well. Some people don't like, but the Google Pixel 8 Pro is going to give us more of a flat display, or a completely flat display. But I would say when it comes to holding both of these devices, yes, the Google Pixel 8 Pro is a bit easier to hold and does feel better in the hand. But like I said, I think both devices look beautiful. They look great. They have a premium look to them, and both feel good in the hand. The 8 Pro just feels a little bit better in the hand because of those rounded corners. And with beautiful devices like this, you wanna make sure you keep them protected. So why not check out a case from our sponsors of this video, D-Brand. I got D-Brand grip cases for both of these devices right here. And the grip case is one of my go-to cases when it comes to devices, for any device that they have these cases available for, because they provide amazing protection. And you can see that from the drop test that I've done with both of these devices right here. With the Galaxy S23 Ultra, it was able to survive a small drop. It was able to survive a heavy drop, a high drop, and the phone still came out looking like new. And the same with the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I recently just did a drop test with this device with the grip case from D-Brand, and this device survived as well, from a small drop to even a throw through a basketball hoop, landing on the ground from there, and it still survived. So you can't go wrong when it comes to protection with the D-Brand grip case. And not only is it great for giving your device good protection, but also giving it some style. They have tons of skins to choose from to be able to change up the look of not only your device, but the case itself as well. And if you do find yourself interested, I'll make sure I have a link down in the description below so you can keep your device protected and styled up as well. Huge thanks again to D-Brand for sponsoring this video. All right, now going over to the front displays of both of these devices. I gotta say, both beautiful looking displays, colors pop, nice and vibrant, both very bright displays as well. Everything is looking sharp and crisp on both of these displays, but I will say Google really brought it with their display this year. I mean, this display gets super bright, and I already thought the display on the S23 Ultra was bright. Well, Google really brought it this year with the brightness on their Pixel 8 Pro. this device gets even brighter than the S23 Ultra, believe it or not. I believe what we're getting 2,400 nits of brightness on the Pixel 8 Pro compared to the I forgot what it was on the S23 Ultra. I believe 1,700. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But holding them side by side, turning the Pixel 8 Pro up to full brightness, S23 Ultra up to full brightness. I mean, the Pixel 8 Pro definitely has the S23 Ultra beat when it comes to brightness. But I will say, if you have them both halfways on brightness, the S23 Ultra still looks brighter. If you have them both at 75% of brightness, the S23 Ultra still looks brighter. It's not until you pump the Pixel 8 Pro all the way up to 100% brightness is when you'll notice that it is brighter than the S23 Ultra. So I just had to go ahead and mention that. But both super smooth displays. You're getting 120 hertz of smoothness on both of these displays right here, and both perform great in my opinion. I haven't had any problems with performance on either one of these devices. Like I said, you're getting 120 hertz of smoothness. The S23 Ultra, I mean, this device just performs like a beast, whether you're scrolling through the app drawer, scrolling through social media, going in and out of apps. I mean, I'm editing all of my 4K videos on this device. It handles that like a boss. Everything that I do on the S23 Ultra has not been a problem at all. It takes care of everything I needed to and so much more. And then when it comes to the Pixel 8 Pro, I mean, same thing. I'm able to pretty much take care of everything that I need to on this device. I'm able to comfortably scroll through the app drawer, go in and out of apps, scroll through my social media, watch YouTube videos. I haven't yet edited a 4K video on this device just yet because I did, well, okay, let me take that back. I did edit a 4K video on this device, but I did notice that for some reason, it just makes the videos come out a little oversaturated or a little more saturated than what they actually are. And I'm not really sure why that is. When I transfer the video over to my Galaxy S23 Ultra, edit it on here and then produce it and all that, it comes out just fine. So I'm not really sure why it's doing that. Maybe it's the video editor I'm using. I'm really not sure. But for some reason, it doesn't do that on my S23 Ultra and it does do that on my Pixel 8 Pro. So I do have to go ahead and mention that. But when it comes to overall performance, I mean, both are performing great. With the Pixel 8 Pro, I'm not experiencing any overheating or anything like that. I know we did kind of have that problem with the Pixel 7 Pro, but with the Pixel 8 Pro, I haven't had that problem. Now, I will say this. I had this phone out, what was it, like 2 days ago. I was out in the heat. I was out in, what was it, 99-degree weather for like an hour. I was watching YouTube. I was taking a walk. I had a YouTube video on for about maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes, you know, just playing YouTube videos while I'm taking my walk. And then when I got to about an hour, I decided to pull out the camera and start taking photos and video. But as soon as I opened up the camera app, it did say that the device is too hot, that it may affect video quality. Now, I'm sure that's because I did have this, you know, full brightness, playing YouTube videos the whole time I was walking. And then, you know, it did decide to heat the phone up, you know, a bit, I guess enough to give me that little message up top saying that the device is hot and may affect video quality. So I gotta go ahead and mention that. But aside from that, I don't notice any overheating at all. Like I said, I think it was just because I was outside in the hot sun, you know, watching a YouTube video, full brightness. And yes, it did heat up the device because, you know, you got the sun beaming down on it the whole time. But I still wanted to mention that. Anyways, don't use your phone for an hour out in the hot sun. And, you know, it's not Google's fault or anything like that. It's my fault for using it out in the hot sun. But both of these, again, perform like a beast. But I will say that it seems like the S23 Ultra can just handle just quite a bit more, a little bit more than what the Pixel 8 Pro can. I mean, the S23 Ultra it's a beast. This thing is powerful. But of course, we do have the new Tensor G3 chip in the Pixel 8 Pro, which does have it performing the way it does as well. Smooth as butter. Now, when it comes to the cameras on both of these devices right here, honestly, I've kind of been back and forth because there's times where I really like the photos that are coming out of my S23 Ultra, and then other times where I'm really liking the photos on the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Of course, with the 8 Pro, we do experience, or I have experienced, more natural tones, especially when it comes to skin tones, more color accuracy, but there's just some photos on the S23 Ultra that I just really like as well. And then of course, you know, we have 3 times zoom, 10 times optical zoom, and then of course up to 100 times, digital zoom. With the Pixel 8 Pro, we still get, the ultra wide angle lens, and then we still get a telephoto lens as well, only at 5 times. And I think the max zoom that we can get digitally is 30 times, but even at 30 times zoom, it's still, once the image is done processing and all that, the picture actually still comes out pretty good. But when it just comes to overall zoom, I gotta give it to the S23 Ultra. But when it comes to just taking photos, point and shoot, I will say that with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, it's just a little bit more reliable when I just need to pull my phone out and take a quick photo, even of a moving object. It just captures that moving object a lot better than with the S23 Ultra. But like I said, it's kind of back and forth right now when it comes to overall photos. But if I had to pick just one of these devices for photos, whether it's taking selfie photos or rear-facing photos, I'd probably pick the Pixel 8 Pro, to be honest, but I just wish that it had the zoom capabilities of the S23 Ultra, because I love the zoom capabilities of the S23 Ultra. Now, when it comes to video, I gotta give it to the S23 Ultra. Even though the video has very much improved on the Pixel 8 Pro right here. Google really did a good job this year. Colors look great, video is smooth. It looks great. Video quality looks great on the Pixel 8 Pro, but it still just looks better to me with the S23 Ultra. And this is actually the device that I have been using for quite a bit now to record all of the videos here on the channel. Unless, of course, I'm showing the actual phone in the video, then I'll use my Sony ZV-1 like I am right now. But for the most part, the S23 Ultra has been recording pretty much all of my videos since this device came out. So when it comes to video, I gotta give it to the S23 Ultra. But when it comes to photo, it's pretty much equal, but leaning a little bit more towards the Pixel 8 Pro. All right, so I talked about the displays and how beautiful the displays are, especially when watching content. These displays are, it's a great experience watching content on either one of these displays. But if you're watching content, you want the sound to sound good as well, right? Well, the sound on both of these devices, great as well. But I will say the S23 Ultra, it's kind of neck and neck, but the after listening very closely, the S23 Ultra does have more volume to it. I would say a little bit more clarity compared to the Pixel 8 Pro. The Pixel 8 Pro kind of has, I would say it has a little bit more low end to it compared to the S23 Ultra. It has a nice full sound to it, but it definitely doesn't get as loud as the S23 Ultra. It's almost there. It still gets loud, but I do notice that the S23 Ultra is just a little bit louder. So I would have to give the overall sound experience to the S23 Ultra. Now, when it comes to features, both offer their own features in their own way. With the Pixel 8 Pro this year, Google has leaned a lot more towards AI. And, we do get a lot of features when it comes to, editing photos, I would say. And the phone pretty much edits the photos for you. There's so much that you can do within this device right here that Google's offering with the Pixel 8 Pro to edit your photos. Like if it comes to, erasing people out of your photo or moving people over, changing up the sky, or even when video, you can, now you can take out background noise from your video, which is not always the most accurate. I did try it out and I was still kind of able to hear that background sound, but I'm pretty sure it's only going to get better, when more updates come, later on in the months or in the coming year. And there's just so much you can do when it comes to editing your photo and video. So the Google Pixel 8 Pro has its own set of features, but when it comes to a phone that's just jam-packed with features, the S23 Ultra takes it. There's just so much you can do on this device. So many features that, especially with, this thing has a built-in S Pen, which is giving you more features than any other device as well. And it's great. The one thing that I love using this S Pen for, aside from using it to edit my videos and thumbnails on this device, is taking photos, big group family photos, because I don't have to set a timer and then run back to get in that photo, hoping I make it back in time. No, I can take the S Pen with me because it has Bluetooth capabilities and just use the button on the S Pen to take that big family photo. I can take as many photos as I want. I can use the wand to, switch up the lenses, switch up the camera modes or whatever I want to do. And this S Pen takes care of that. And then when it comes to customization, there's so much you can do on the Galaxy S23 Ultra to really customize this device, especially if you go into the Good Lock app. There's just, options are pretty much endless when it comes to customizing your Galaxy S23 Ultra. Not that you can't customize your Google Pixel 8 Pro, because yeah, there's still a lot that you can do to customize this device and a lot of features that it offers, but when it just comes to a phone that's just jam-packed with features and customization, I gotta give it to the S23 Ultra. I would say that the S23 Ultra is a device that is there for you with something that you need and that also has a bunch of stuff that you don't need, but when you need it, it's there. And the Google Pixel 8 Pro is more a device that's just simple and straightforward, and it's gonna be able to handle everything that you throw at it and gonna be able to take care of everything that you need it to. But if there's a few features later on that you find you might need, the Pixel 8 Pro might not have that specific feature, but it does have the features that you do need. It does have the things that you do need in a device. So it kind of comes down to personal preference. Do you really need all of this in the kitchen sink, or do you just really need something that's gonna take care of your everyday needs? Either way, both devices are great. And another thing that is worth mentioning is that the Google Pixel 8 Pro does not offer any video out, so you can't hook this up to a TV with a USB-C cable to HDMI or anything like that to be able to show up on your screen. I mean, yeah, you could use it with the Google Chromecast if you would like to do so, to be able to screencast or anything like that. But with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, you don't need to do that. This does offer video out, so you can be able to, cast your screen to any TV using a USB-C to HDMI cable, and even to use as a mini game console, which I have used. I've downloaded a PlayStation, or even with the Xbox app. If you use Xbox Game Pass, you can play Xbox game on this, hook up a controller, and play on your TV, but using your phone. So you don't actually need your Xbox or even your PlayStation to do that. So definitely a very cool feature and something that can be very useful. And then of course, I can't forget to mention Samsung DeX that comes with this device that turns your whole experience into a PC experience. So that's just another cool thing that comes with the S23 Ultra, compared to the Pixel 8 Pro. Now, when it comes to battery life, the thing powering both of these devices, again, the S23 Ultra is going to take them when it comes to battery life. I know we're still kind of early in with the Pixel 8 Pro, and I will have my all-day battery drain test coming really soon with this device right here. But so far, I mean, my battery usage, at least from what I've seen in the battery settings, every time I check at the end of the day, it's pretty much been kind of the same. It hasn't really changed too much. I'm able to, I get through my entire day. So this is a full day device. It will get you through the day. But at the end of the day, I'm getting maybe about 6.5 hours of screen on time, while on the S23 Ultra, I'm able to get like 8.5 hours of screen on time. It really all depends on your personal usage as well. There might be someone who will get even more than that, or maybe even less than that. It really just comes down to how we use our devices. So on how I use it, I'm able to get a lot more battery life out of the S23 Ultra than I am with the Pixel 8 Pro. But overall, I know I've already kind of been rambling for quite a bit now. Just to keep this as simple as I can, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these devices, if I'm being completely honest. I know the S23 Ultra is about $200 more than the Pixel 8 Pro, which, kind of puts them kind of in that same bracket now. With the Pixel 8 Pro, it did come up $100 from last year's Pixel 7 Pro. So we've got about a $200 price difference. If you don't want to spend that extra $200, hey, you'll be more than happy with the Pixel 8 Pro. I'm being completely honest here. Just based off of my own personal experience, the Pixel 8 Pro is more than enough. But if you do find yourself wanting that S Pen because you're someone who uses your phone to sign a lot of documents, maybe for work, or just, maybe you like to doodle on your phone, or maybe you want all those extra S Pen features that come with the S23 Ultra. Maybe you want all of those extra features and all that extra customization with the Good Lock app. Maybe you want the better battery life and the extra zoom on your camera. Then hey, pay the extra $200 and get the S23 Ultra. But like I said, honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of these. I'm gonna let y'all be the judges down in the comments sections below and letting me know which device you think would be best for you. Remember, the S23 Ultra is not gonna be for everyone, but this is all just based off of my own personal experience with both of these devices, really loving both of these devices. I'm still in the reviewing process of the Pixel 8 Pro, and I will have more thoughts on this device once my review process is finished, once I feel I'm ready to give my full review with the Pixel 8 Pro. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. I do have more videos coming for both of these devices right here. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Again, this was the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I'm Josh Quinones. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.